Welcome into another special edition of Tornado Watch. This year, the NCAA is celebrating the 50th anniversary of Division II athletics. And over the next few months, we'll be catching up with several former Tornado who racked up accomplishments since 2011, the year King transitioned to Division II. Today, we are joined by Cassie Ringstaff McCall, a former member of King's softball team. Cassie, we appreciate you taking some time to chat with us today.
Of course.
Well, before we look back on some of your accomplishments, why don't you tell us what you're up to these days?
So my husband and I are living in Lynchburg, Virginia. We have two girls. One just turned 3, and the other is almost 11 months. After I graduated college, I went to physical therapy school. So I graduated with my doctorate of physical therapy in 2018 and worked for a few years. And then after I got pregnant with their second little girl, I'm currently staying home with both of them right now, but plan to go back to work. So they keep me on my toes. It's a full-time job in itself, but that's pretty much the gist of everything that's going on right now.
I've got a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old at home, so I know exactly what you mean.
You
Now,
got it.
in your second year on campus, King set a school record for wins at the time and won the Conference Carolinas tournament in King's first year as a member of the conference. So tell us about that experience, what you remember, including participating in the NCAA tournament, which was the first in program history.
Right. So my freshman year, it changes a lot. You're with the best of the best athletes from every school. And I remember it was quite a transition for me my freshman year, but learning about like transitioning in to Division II, that was so exciting going into my sophomore year. We had nothing to lose. We were low on the radar with everything that we were doing. So no one expected us to succeed like we did. And I think we just took it step by step. We were all learning at the same time, and I think that's why everyone just meshed together. We had nothing to lose. Going into regionals, that was an experience in itself. We go to Dahlonega, which is a great place. North Georgia is very well known for how successful their program is. So it's kind of daunting at first because you're just like this little tiny school that just transition, and then you have somebody that's been successful for so many years. I think it was a little daunting at first, but even though we did and win regionals, of course, it was an experience that I'll never forget. Even not just being on the field, like everything around it was something that will always be a part of me, and I will always remember those feelings, even though that we didn't win. But just experiencing those moments with the team was very special.
Well, on the field, your performance earned you multiple accolades, including being named first team all conference in 2013 and 2014, while leading the conference in stolen bases. So, of all your athletic achievements, which of those stands out to you the most?
I think they kind of go hand in hand. I always wanted to be successful in the classroom, but being successful in the field just put a cherry on top, right? I think everybody knew that I was always going to steal, so it was just this kind of like battle between me and the catcher and the coaches. Like it was just it's a great feeling. I can still remember it to this day, but I think all around being like first team all conference was a major accomplishment. And again, I had nothing to lose, I had fun on the field, and I think that's like the main thing, but I was also very competitive. Um, but also was kind of quiet competitively. I like to consider myself that I was pretty humble, but I was very competitive deep down, and I think that showed. But I think they go hand in hand. I don't think I can run that fast now, 10 years later, but
Next time you're on campus, we'll set you up on the field and see if you can outrun our catchers back there.
that would be fun to see.
And you mentioned this already a little bit, but in addition to some of your on-field success, you had a lot of success in the classroom, academic all-conference, academic all-district in 2014, being the first in program history with that honor. You were the Conference Carolina Scholar Athlete of the Year in 2014, one of only 2 to this day. So as you reflect on those honors, what do your academic achievements mean to you?
Um, they're just as special because you go into college as a student athlete, right? You're student first, and then you're an athlete. But I kind of I treated them both just as special to each other, right? Being successful on the field is one thing, but being successful in the classroom is what's going to carry me on later in life. And I attribute those things and what I learned then to being able to go into grad school, because that was probably the hardest thing that I've ever had to go through, is getting my doctorate. So I definitely attribute what I learned there to be able to be successful in a graduate program, because if it wasn't for that, I don't think that would have been successful. So it's really special. I didn't know that was only one of two to the state, so that's crazy. That's exciting. I remember when I learned that I got the scholar athlete, and it was just kind of surreal.
Well, you played in nearly 200 games in your career here at King. That's a lot of games.
Right.
What are some of your fondest memories about your time here, including maybe what you and your teammates accomplished?
I think overall, I can't like pinpoint just like one memory, but I think it's just a compilation of like everything. We were a small school, we had nothing to lose, we were low on the radar, and being able to be successful was just so special. And the relationships that I gained throughout the 4 years that I was there is just amazing. I have a few close friends now that I talk to. I don't talk to everybody that I played with, but just being a part of a team that has gone down in history, it's a very special feeling to have. So I can't pinpoint one memory, but it's all of them, from staying in the hotel rooms before a game, pre-games, pre-gaming on the charter bus, just all the little things. And it goes by so fast. It does. And it was probably the best 4 years of my life.
We appreciate you taking the time again to chat with us and catch up with us. So thank you again, Cassie Ringstaff McCall, for joining us on another special edition of Tornado Watch as we celebrate the 50th anniversary of Division II by catching up with notable tornado athletes from King's Division II era. For Cassie, I'm Chris. Thanks for watching, and we hope to see you next time.
Thanks, Chris.
Thank you.